All right, welcome to this example where I'm going to take a look at how to find standard deviation of a data set using some technology. I have another video that has gone through how to solve for standard deviation by hand using the formula, but that can become very arduous and exhausting if we have a large data set. It's a lot easier if we have some technology that can be used to do that. So let's go through how do we find standard deviation using some technology. The simpler way, desmos.com/calculator. It's a free program that is provided by Google, and you can go through and use it to graph things out. And we can also use it with some statistical things, especially measures of central tendency and standard deviation. So how do we do it using Desmos? On Desmos, the first thing you're going to do is you need to click that little plus sign on the top left, okay, right above where you would normally type in equations or such. We want to click on the top there. It's going to open this one right here, and we want to select table. So selecting a table is going to give you this right here. Now I've blown it up a little bit, so it's a bit easier to see. Once we have this here, now we're going to enter the data into the table in one column. Okay, so either the X or the Y, you can use either or. If you have two sets of data, you could enter one in X and one in Y, but make sure that you are entering all the data for one part in one column. So I'm going to do Kyle Connors here. So we're going to do 34, 31, sorry, there we go, 34, 31, 34, 38, 26, 47, and 31. There we go. We've got his data plugged into Desmos. Sweet. That's great. Okay. Now that's about the extent of the calculations that you need to do, at least the typing that you might need to do for it. All right. Once we have that, in the next open line, which looks a little bit like that, go in there, put your cursor in, and type in mean, and then x1 close bracket, or open bracket, x1 close bracket. When you do that and type that in, it is going to give you the mean of that data set. So now you have column x1, okay? You have to make sure that you're in column x1, and then hit mean x1, and it will give you the data or the mean for that data set. If you add more pieces to x1, it's going to change the mean, potentially, unless they happen to be 34.4285714286. Yeah, but probably not going to be. All right, in the next line, type in median x1, and it will give you what the median is. Instead of you having to write out all the numbers in order from least to greatest and find the middle one, it will give you what the median is. Now, there is no code for mode, at least not at this point, so you still have to find that one by hand, but we can also find the standard deviation by typing in STDEVX1, and it will give us a standard deviation of 6.65 and then some more decimal places behind it. That is how easy it is to find the mean, median, and standard deviation by using Desmos, as long as we type the right numbers into the column. Now, if you want to do a second one, you can put it into the same column. Just write down your numbers and then put them into the same column. You could also do it into the Y column and just make sure that instead of doing mean of X1, you do mean Y1, and it will give you what the new ones are. If you have a second table in there, it'll be X2 and Y2. Make sure that instead of saying mean of X1, you say mean of X2. And then it will give you again the mean, median, and standard deviation of those all those data points in there. Doesn't matter how many you have, it will give you what they are. Thank you for watching. I hope this has helped you. Have a wonderful rest of the day.